Hello again. Let's see, now we're going to talk about drawing polylines. Okay, this should be fun. Polylines are pretty easy. Let me explain the concept to you, however. A line is a line. If I click on line tool and draw a line, I have a line. I can make that line into many shapes. Here I'm making it into a rectangle. Okay, now this shape that I just drew, this piece of geometry, is really 4 separate geometric entities. Okay, so 4 pieces that make up this rectangle. However, if I use Polyline, click on Polyline, and I draw a similar rectangle, it's all one unit. See, I can click on it to select the whole unit, click on here, and I just select one line. But on the polyline, it's all one unit. And if I can use these little grips, if I use them correctly, to alter the shape. And it will ask you this on the test. There will be a segment that will have you stretch. Okay, it's giving me choices there, but it won't let me. Let's type S. And you can actually stretch. There we go. There we go, stretch. Alright, so that's Polyline in a nutshell. Basically, it just makes that whole thing you just drew, it makes it one entity. Alright, the next thing I can show you about Polyline is you can also make arcs with a polyline and make, again, a shape with straight lines and arcs and have it all as one unit. Okay, so if I'm going to click a start point, draw out to the right, if I look down in my command line, it gives me some instructions, some options. I can type the letter A, and then after I type A, I hit enter, and I go into an arc mode. Actually, let me do this first. Go back into the line mode. I'm going to click it, so I have a straight line there. And now, okay, let me do that over. I hit too many buttons. Okay, polyline, straight line. Now I'm going to type A and enter, and I can put an arc right here on the end. You can kind of see faintly where that arc is forming out to the right. And then once I click, there's the arc. Go back to the line tool by clicking on L and enter, and I can pull that out and line it up. Okay, go back into the A for arc, and there we go. And this, I think, will be a question on your test. Of course, it's been a while since I've taken the test, so there's no telling what's going to be on there. But you do have to, or when I took it, you had to draw one of these. And it'll measure from the center point of each arc, or basically the length of each line. So it'll tell you to draw like maybe a 10 unit long ellipse like this, and then you would, I call it a pill, but I really don't know what they call it, but it would be measured from the end of each line. So polyline, there's actually a couple other options that you can choose when you're drawing polyline. So I'm going to start one here. Now looking down here in the command line, you can see there's an option for close. Now that's if I am, let's say I'm doing something like this. Now I can type C and enter, and it automatically closes it up for me. And there's another one I can do, clicking on the polyline, and let's see, there's an undo. There's also a length, which lets me type in, well, I don't know why I would want to just type in length. I could do that in my dynamic input. And then I can also change the line width with typing a W, and I can enter type W, then click on the enter button, and somewhere starting with, okay, I guess you have to move it off a little bit to get that to show up, that line up there to show up. So right now I'm at a 0.05 line thickness. Let's say I want to go up to a 0.07 line thickness. Enter twice. Okay, now I have thicker lines, slightly thicker. Okay, so that is it for Polylines. And I'm sure there's probably more that you can do, but that would be about all that you would need to know for the test, and also just to get started using AutoCAD.